Good morning, everybody. Sorry if I look a little bit rough and ready. I've literally just climbed out of bed, got a cup of tea on the dashboard, and we're going to get an hour's drive done. Look where we've woken up. Look, we've got swans. Nice big bridge over this river. Beautiful spot. Hi guys. The camper van place that we found to park last night is just over there behind the trees. As it happens, because we got here quite late, it was full. So we managed to park just near the playground there on the side of the road with another camper. They've gone already. We have moved over here. This is, like I've told you before, in France they have the facilities. This was free, by the way. It's free camping. It's got electric hookup. No one has to pay. It's probably why it's full. Then over here, it's free. You can just park your van over the waste thing, and I've got the tap open, and we're dumping our grey waste water. And then normally you can connect your hose pipe and fill your water tank, but the water seems to be off today for some reason. Maybe it's because it's low season. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed yesterday's video about the home education. That was a mad, frantic panic to get that one up. Because we went into Paris to see Delphine's cousin, the kid's mum's cousin, he treated us to a meal, which was lovely. And as we were sat there in the restaurant, it was my normal time for editing videos and getting them up. So we then had to get back to the van and then get out of Paris. So basically we drove out of Paris, but it was manic. It was rush hour, it was chaos, it was raining, and I never want to do that again. I have said that before, but I did it again, didn't I? And we managed to pull over at a service station where I got this video together, started the upload on my phone because I couldn't get any other internet signal, even using hotspot. Let's not even go into that. So then I carried on the drive as the video was uploading. Then when we arrived here and I got the van parked and got my laptop out, the video had gone live. I didn't realise. I was hoping to do a premiere like I normally do, but the video had just gone live without me seeing it, and it didn't even have a thumbnail made for it or anything. So that actually leads me on to today. Oh, and also I had to reduce the quality so much in order to get it up there. So if you notice difference in video quality sometimes, it's usually down to circumstance. If I've got a good internet connection, I can go for full quality. If, like last night, it was desperado, I just went for the lowest quality version I could, like 1 gigabyte in size, so I could get it uploaded and just get something out there. Anyway, with that in mind, I've had a comment from someone in the comment section asking how I do the videos and how I get them out so quickly. So I thought, well, we're driving down the road today, I'd have a little chat about that with you. So something a little bit less controversial for today's chat, because it's going to be all day driving to Grandma's house today, because it's about a 5-hour drive, maybe a bit more. I'm going to take the toll roads. It will cost me in the long run, but we just want to get there now. She's waiting for us and expecting us today, and we don't want to confuse her. She's getting old, so... And Ella wants to get down there and see her and get cozy, so we'll get down there. Things are probably going to change once we get down there. I won't be doing daily vlogs anymore. I've got quite a few bits and bobs to get on with, actually. I've got a load of review videos that have backlogged that I need to do, and I've got some other things regarding work and ideas for the future that I want to get on with. But I will keep you updated, but it might just not be daily. And then at some point we'll work around to getting the full videos back as well, once we start traveling down to Spain in a few weeks. Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? I just said that. Traveling down to Spain in a few weeks. Nice. So yeah, anyway, because there's nothing else to film apart from driving, I'll have another chat with you from the wheel, and today I will talk a little bit about my videos and how I do them, and how I get them up so quickly, and whatever. If you have any more questions about it, drop it in the comments. Right, I'm going to head back over here. The kids should be ready to roll. The van is warming up. I've got a cup of tea sat on the dashboard. Let's do an hour, maybe 2, then we'll stop, use the facilities, and then on we go again. And hopefully we'll be there before sort of tea time, as we say in Yorkshire. That's evening meal, dinner time to most of you. Right, catch up with you down the road. you enjoyed that bit of music and seeing the open road. So now do you understand a little bit why I go on so much about the difference between the UK roads and the French roads? Obviously this is for people who don't know. I know there's lots of people watching who come over here regularly in your camper vans, so you'll know all this. But this road, it's empty, there's no one on it. Admittedly it's a toll road, so we're paying a little bit for that privilege. There are other motorways that are probably a bit busier, but it's 10:30 in the morning and we're cruising. I'm able to just put the cruise control on the maximum speed limit I'm allowed and just relax, put some music on or an audio book and just go. And no one gets in my way. It's not stopping starting all the time like in the UK. It's lovely. It's a pleasure. It's an absolute delight to drive here. We've got about 4 hours till we get to Grandma's house, so we'll have a stop for lunch in a couple of hours. And I'll get some cooking on in the back, make a cup of tea, and we'll probably do it in 2 sittings, maybe 3, I don't really know. Doesn't matter, we'll get there early evening and catch up with her, which is going to be fantastic. So yeah, I was going to talk a little bit about how I do the videos, wasn't I, these daily vlogs. There's been a couple of people actually asking in the comments how I turn them around so fast. Now, it's not difficult for anyone who knows what they're doing. No disrespect to those asking, because obviously you don't know until you know, do you? But a lot of the reason I'm able to turn things around quite quickly is from all those years in Thailand when I was working as an underwater cameraman. The bread and butter of that job in the early days was filming tourists daily. Towards the end, I was training people to train people to film tourists. But in the beginning I was filming tourists, and you would get up crack of dawn every day, get down to the dive shop, get your camera equipment ready, and then you'd immediately start filming the group of people who were about to finish their dive courses that day. And because we had to play that video for them on an evening, it had to be minimal editing. So basically we edited in camera. We never ever pressed the record button unless we knew we were going to use that shot. It was a very rare thing to leave the camera rolling thinking, I'll cut that later. So every time we pressed record, we knew it was going to get used. And then I would cut the record button, press stop, when I knew the shot was ended. I never thought, there was never the thought, I can cut that later. It was always cut there and then. Effectively, we could get back from the dive boat from the morning dives and we would be able to plug that camera into a TV, just press play, stick some music on, and it would play like a finished video. But of course we did take it in the afternoon back to the offices, to the editing suite, and refine it, because obviously we can tweak it and make it tighter to the music and speed some bits up, slow some bits down. So there was editing involved just to polish it, but in effect we wouldn't have had to. So yeah, if you look back at some of my longer vlogs from like when we were traveling Croatia, Montenegro, and obviously the videos on the van build, they are more polished. I take time to edit them. It maybe takes me half a day to build a video like that. But you look at these daily vlogs I've been doing recently, I am recording them the same way I used to in Thailand. So I press record in the morning, have a quick word to the camera. If I'm honest, I quite often screw it up because I've only just woken up, and I'll just press stop and think I'm going to bin that shot, start over from scratch and record it again, and if I'm happy with it, done. Then, like this morning, I've recorded some bits on the road for you guys. I have recorded long sections which I'll have to speed up and put some music on. I wasn't intending on doing editing like that in these daily vlogs, but it's okay. I should have time because we're going to get to Grandma's house and I'll be able to set up at her dining room table and edit properly. Yeah, so that's how I'm filming these ones. Turn the camera on, record what I want to record, press stop. I then drop it into DaVinci Resolve is what I use these days. It used to be Adobe Premiere. I use DaVinci Resolve now because it's free, so you can stuff yourself Adobe with your subscriptions, paying monthly, no thank you. And I drop it into the timeline, the sequence at the bottom, and it very rarely needs any cutting at all. Like I say, today I'm going to speed some bits up, put some music over, and then I'm ready to export it. Within 5 minutes it goes to export. It will export in a matter of minutes because the videos are shorter. Then the hard part is getting it uploaded to YouTube, because that needs internet. So the size of the files of what I'm doing at the moment can then be anywhere between 4 to 8 gigs. That's for these shorter videos. So as you can imagine, the bigger videos can be up to 15 gigs. That's for a full high quality 4K video. So such as yesterday, which was a mad dash panic to get something up, I reduced the quality so much. And if you go back and look at that video, you'll notice the quality is a lot lower, because I had to reduce the size in order to get it to upload from my phone as I was driving to the next camp spot. So yeah, sometimes we have to adapt. With that in mind, if anyone out there has any ideas on compression for videos for YouTube without losing quality, I'm all ears, because I took 9 years away from doing videos, so I'm a little bit behind the times when it comes to, you know, all the new gadgets and stuff. I can still edit, I still know how to film, but there's so much has happened in 9 years. All right, I started back on the YouTube journey just over a year ago, and I'm learning as I go. But tell me, if there's any compression out there that can shrink these video files to make them easier to upload. So yeah, the upload is the place where I struggle. If I'm within reach of some good Wi-Fi, like a campsite, a camping ground where we had it the other night, no problem. Last night was very difficult if I'm just operating off a phone signal. Yes, as someone has said in the comments, Starlink will be something we look at in the future. At the moment, the monthly subscription for that, for the roaming, is about £90. It's close to £100 a month, and I just can't afford that right now. I just cannot afford it. So the system we will have is, I've got an antenna on the roof which will connect to a router which I haven't installed or set up yet, and we can put local SIM cards in that, and that will get us the best quality data signal we can, which is much better than my phone inside the van, which is effectively a Faraday cage. We're using an antenna on the roof with boosters in this very expensive router, but like I say, it's not set up yet, so that should help a lot. So yeah, if you've got any more questions about how we do the vlogs and how we edit them, let me know. And I'll tell you what, one of the things that takes me the longest is the thumbnail. The thumbnail is integral to a YouTube video. Now, to all you thousands of people out there who've been watching us for a while, and you'll tune in anyway to watch the video, we're obviously trying to attract new people all the time, and that's where the thumbnail comes in, because no one's going to watch the video if they're not attracted to it first by the thumbnail. Now, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but unfortunately everyone does, and especially on YouTube, which is why sometimes you have to make thumbnails that are a little bit clickbaity, but not clickbait. You try and avoid that. It has to be relevant to what's going on in the video, but sometimes you make it a little bit more dramatic than it actually is, and it brings people in. There's no denying it. You look at that one I did the other day about the beach and not being able to camp there. The thumbnail, it's a little bit dramatic and a bit clickbaity on the text I used, and it's brought in nearly about 8,000 views, I think, now in a few days. Now, that's for a YouTuber, that's fantastic. That helps me achieve what it is I'm trying to achieve on YouTube. First of all, growing the community, because the help and ideas I'm getting from you folks out there in the comments is amazing, and it's giving me ideas every day for videos. I love it. But obviously, these people in the van and myself need to eat, and so does the van. The van likes fuel as well, and YouTube is going to be the way we hope to pay for a lot of that. And like I've said in past videos, I will do a video, I've got to stop saying the word video, I will do a vlog on what we're earning from YouTube, how much it paid us from the beginning of starting to earn to where we're getting now, and then you can see, yeah, that it's not a vast amount, but it means we've got to draw people in with the thumbnails in order to get the ad revenue, in order to feed ourselves. So there you go. But I will talk about that more later. So yeah, I think that's it. If you've got any more questions about how we do it on YouTube, or anything you'd like me to put into that vlog when I come around to doing it about our earnings, drop the questions. Your questions and comments right now are driving this channel, because you're giving me the ideas of what I'm going to talk about in these daily vlogs. So it's fantastic. And I know someone else was asking about the surfboard rack, so I'll film that for you, because someone wanted a close-up so you can have a look, and I'll talk you through that one as well. Right, there we go. We're at about 10 minutes on this one, so it's another one like yesterday, just me talking in the van. I'll leave it there, and I'll pick up with you down the road. Look at this, folks, the sun is out. Look, I'm in a t-shirt. All right, yes, I've got a thermal underneath, but that's by the by. It's lovely, a lovely day. And this is a service station on the motorway in France. And look what you can do, see? This is what they give you in France. John is there staring at his phone with his finger on the button for the water. And we are topping up our water tank. You're also able to drop your grey waste here. And for those of you who use chemical toilets, there's a place to empty your chemical toilet and wash that out. And obviously a bin here as well. So yeah, well done France. England, book your ideas up, is all I can say. It's never going to happen, is it? Look at that, folks. What is that behind me? Yes, you've guessed it. It is blue sky. It's blue sky. We are in 12 degrees. Oh, it feels like summer. This is what I came for. This is why we're driving south. Now, it's not vastly better weather where we're going in France than it is in England. It's certainly drier, a bit bluer, even though it can be cold. That works for me. We're about to jump back in the big girl and do the last hour and a half down to Grandma's house. I hope you can hear me all right. We're obviously at a service station, very loud next to the traffic. But I'm going to end that video there. I think that's enough, because when we get to Grandma's, I just want to see her. I'm not going to start filming stuff and harassing her. And I'll get this edited and I'll get it put up as quick as I can tonight. And I'd like to say when we're in a house with good internet, but her internet's worse than mine on my phone. She's never had good internet. So yeah, guys, from here, I don't know. I'm afraid I really don't know. I know lots of you like the daily vlogs. Some of you are asking when the full, bigger vlogs are coming back, the big videos. I'm just making it up as I go along. Like I said to you previously, I've got some reviews to take care of, and I've got a lot of little bits and bobs I need to take care of on the computer, emails, blah, blah, blah. I will be filming while I'm at Grandma's. I just don't know what, I just don't know when. So please bear with me. I doubt very much there'll be a video tomorrow. This would probably bring us to the end of these daily vlogs, but not to the end of the daily vlogs. I'm going to keep doing them, but not every single day, I think. Just bear with me. I'm going to find my feet. I'm going to figure this out. I hope to see you all in the comments, because the comments have been keeping me going on this trip. It's fantastic. And I'll see you when I see you. Take it easy, folks. Bye-bye.